Okay, quick video just to show how to sort out some data. Here's a bit of data that's come from a GoToWebinar, and you can see that as people register, they don't necessarily capitalize their names correctly. So that we wouldn't want to load that into a database, because it would, if we ever printed any letters and such like, it would get this all wrong. Obviously there's an email address in here, and I've just hidden the email address. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert a couple of columns here, and I'm going to call this column first name. I'm going to call this column last name, and I just want to sort out this data. So the simplest thing to do is to just use the proper function in Microsoft Excel. What the proper function does is it just takes the reference cell and turns it into proper. So for example, Linda here, you see, is not capitalized. So if I drag that down there, then Linda there becomes capitalized. So I'm just going to do at the same time do the last name at the same time. So I've got those two which are now sorted out, and I know some of them, most of them in fact, don't need sorting out, but it's just easy peasy to do that. Now obviously what I want to do is delete these two columns, but if I delete these two columns, then that's going to screw up the referencing, and that'll all error. So I just simply copy that and then special paste the value into those columns, so those columns are now correct. And just delete that column, I don't need that anymore, and delete that column, I don't need that anymore, and that's now all sorted out. And I can do the same here. So for title, I can do that there, and I know there's nothing in that column, but I'm going to do that anyway to get my referencing right, just in case I got something incorrect as we go down. And just grab that like that, and what you see is that just sorts out that. So again, special paste the values in there, and you notice there's a couple of things that it's also done. This was capitalized and badly spelt. Okay, it's sorted out the capitalization, but it can't sort out the spelling, so you still need to pay attention to that. That one was actually, because it's an acronym, was spelt correctly, and it's now kind of incorrect. So you do need to just kind of pay attention. There's only so much that it can do that a human eye kind of needs to intervene. So where was that business manager? Somewhere with two A's, there it was, practice manager, and our TCO probably was correct. The other thing this will do, if you have let's say you have a postcode, okay, so the postcode is again typed in lowercase, so that's wrong. So you can just use the function upper. So if you use upper and reference that, what that does is it sorts the letters out and puts all the letters capitalized, which is pretty helpful. So there we go, easy to do. Then obviously sort the columns out that you actually want and upload that into your system, and away you go. Hope that helps.